Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you all are having a great Taco Tuesday, and hopefully everything is going good. It's been a crazy 24 hours since Damar Hamlin ended up having cardiac arrest on the field a little over 24 hours ago, 25 hours ago, I should say. Um, we do have some news that is being reported. Dorian Glenn, who is his uncle, he actually spoke with the news and said that his nephew, he is still on a ventilator. Okay, he is still sedated, but now he's improved to 50% oxygen being needed as opposed to being 100%. So the focus on right now is recovering to get him to breathe on his own and healing his lungs. So that is some good news. There is some progress, and he's going to have probably a long ways to go. Um, it's an event like this brings out the best and the worst of people. Damar had a GoFundMe that he was hoping to raise $2,500 for his mother's daycare for gifts for the kids. The outpour of giving has been insane. Um, da 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 da. Damn, Gina had just shared with me a tweet that they're over $5.5 million. I'm betting they easily get over $10 million. This thing has gotten big. You've seen it on the news where they've talked about this and have promoted the site and things on there. And it's a wonderful thing that people are caring and giving and looking out for this young man. And hopefully everything will turn out and he'll be just fine. But on the other side of the things, there are there's a lot of ugliness that's out there. People will try and take events like this and use it for their own personal agenda and things. And it just gets to be kind of crazy. But that's the few and the far between. I'm happy that for the most part, most people realize this is bigger than football. I I like to think about football how it used to be years ago. I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area as a Dallas Cowboy fan. I wanted to be like my father, who was a Dallas Cowboy fan. And it wasn't easy when I went to high school in the 80s. Uh, Having their defensive coordinator's kids, we played football together, and his daughter was a cheerleader. And Joe Gibbs' kids were the crosstown rivals. And, you couldn't, you go to the grocery store, you're seeing, Washington players. And I still was a Cowboy fan. And that was during the 80s when the Commanders were good, when they were the Redskins and the original. They weren't the Tubbies, they were the Hogs. And I hated the Washington Redskins. And maybe hate is too strong of a word, but all my friends were Redskin fans. My uncles and cousins, they were Washington fans. And so when it was game week, oh man, there was trash talk and everything else. But it wasn't hate. It was fun and riding the opponent. And that's what it's supposed to be. Somehow we've gotten to so much ugliness. My hope is sometimes you need something to smack you back to reality. And maybe this is the event that makes people realize there's things bigger than just a game. There are things that are bigger than just a game. And maybe we can go back to being rivals without being enemies. That's what I've always tried to do. We've got our tailgate this weekend. I reposted in the community tab the donation button, the link for it. The original link expired, so that's why there was a problem with it. So for those who are planning on coming and want to do a donation to help cover the costs, it's in the community tab. Or if you email me, I'll send you the link as well. And that's what this is supposed to be about. Rio, he'll be there, I'm sure. If Skins Fan All Day is coming, he'll be there. And we'll talk trash. We'll have fun. We'll talk about how the Commanders don't have a quarterback and how the Cowboys own them. But it won't be a fight. It's a rivalry. So I'm looking forward to this weekend and seeing a lot of the great fans. This is one of the things that I really and truly enjoy, because what football to me is honestly family. I started this channel here on YouTube because I love football. And I have found so many great people here that have become my second family. And that's what football is supposed to be about. I hope and pray that Damar Hamlin has a full recovery sooner than later. And I hope that we all of us, have a great recovery as well. Yeah, let's get back to riding each other as friends as opposed to enemies. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate it as always, and we'll see what's going to happen this weekend. I don't know what the NFL is going to do as far as this game goes. They've been floating a couple of ideas, but the problem is the season is short now. And I think the best thing at this point is maybe you just say the game's a tie. No, it's not fair. And I don't know that there's actually, I don't know if there's actually a fair thing that you can do at this point, because you extend the season so that way they can play the game, or you don't extend the season and you force them to play the 2 games in a short window and then have to play the playoffs. So I don't know. I would not want to be the NFL. I would not want to have to make these decisions. It's tough all the way around. So we'll see what happens on there. I will say, when I talk about this thing getting out of hand, people are so quick to react to everything and try and point fingers and say, and use it for the cause and say, this is the reason, and things like that, before calmer heads prevail. Skip Bayless apologized. Apparently, I missed it this morning before a show, and then had to kind of do the walk of shame on a show by himself. That's going to be interesting to say the least. All right, good people. I will talk to you guys later on. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and it's a busy week. Got to finish getting these floors done over here. It's actually come out pretty good. Look at this. Look at that. All this is new flooring all the way through the whole kitchen, and I'm into the front room. I've got one room. I've got about a third of it done tonight. My knees are killing me. Finish that tomorrow and put some shelves in the laundry room, and I'm headed back home to start getting ready for this tailgate. I hope to see you guys there, because we always have so much fun. All right, peace out.